What up, everybody? It's Blue Satire, and I'm doing something different today. March is here now, and you know what that means. We got a whole month of new games coming out. But I want to give you a couple of games that I'm going to enjoy this month. Games that I recommend to folks, but also letting you know about some games that people aren't talking about. February was a big month for a lot of people, like Elden Ring, Horizon, and Seafood. But March is just as big, and let me tell you why. There are a bunch of indie games coming out, and if you're an RPG fan, this month is for you. So, here's Satire games that you should play or try out this month. The first game we have, it's already out. A game called Satire. It's a vehicle adventure driven by emotional story. When floods ravage your world, captain the ship like no other and search for a new home. This game looks pretty dope. The graphics look dope. The art style looks dope. And I've already heard that the story is going to be amazing. This game's not on my radar, but I can't not mention it. We got Gran Turismo 7. And if y'all are a fan of the race car games, y'all know that Gran Turismo has been out damn near for what, 22 years? And this is the first one on the PS5, so you know those graphics are gonna be popping. If this is something for you, go ahead. I'm not checking it out, but I know there's some race car heads in the community, and maybe this is something you want to play. And the big game that comes out March 4th, the one that I've been waiting on from Nintendo, Project Triangle Strategy. And again, like I said, this is a big month for strategy games, and one of them is Triangle Strategy, which, if you were a fan of Octopath Traveler, you know we know what the graphics are about to look like. And this is also a game that's reminiscent of the Final Fantasy Tactics genre. And in this game, every plot decision that you make affects the story. And key choices will make you boast of one of the three convictions: utility, morality, and liberty. So multiple playthroughs, multiple battles, multiple different story endings. I know this game will have a lot of replay value, but for the tactical people and the people that love Octopath Traveler, this game is about to be dope. For my DBD folks, Satire Rising comes out for those who want a new killer and some new people. So look, that's just something I had to name because I know we got a lot of DVD people, and I would be wrong not to even mention this one. March 8th, get your hands on a new killer. You know that comes with new abilities, and everybody trying to get their rank up. Shout out to the DVD folks. And for those who don't know what DVD is, that's Dead by Daylight. Young Souls, the animation looks so good. And also it's an RPG, a narrative-driven RPG beat 'em up with a lot of, so it's a crossover between an RPG as well as a fighting game. And if you see the characters that you're seeing right here on the screen, Young Souls draws play into a familiar place, teaming with nostalgia and adventure. And it looks pretty dope. And the people who wrote the Walking Dead game and the Nova Phase graphic novels are behind the story. And this comes out March 10th, and I think it's gonna be pretty dope. Aztec Forgotten Gods. This game looks dope. Like, it's an action adventure that follows a young Aztec woman in her quest to become a hero, ruling the power of the gods. And when I saw this during the indie presentation, let me tell you, that action looked dope as hell, and we love seeing diverse characters take the lead, so definitely check that one out. For those who played back in the day on PS2, do you remember Dot Hack? GU Last Recode? Well, it's being remade and brought to the Switch. And for me, that's dope because I used to play this game on PS2. If you remember the anime, it was kind of one of those animes that came before the Sword Art Online. Definitely check this game out if you never got to, or if you want to just relive that game that you loved back in the day. Dot Hack is dropping March 10th. Also for my WWE fans, this will be the first WWE that I'll probably purchase in a long time because I've been back into wrestling. But also, I love a story mode, and they have shown the Rising Star story mode. But also with our community, we do a lot with Coldberg 9. Shout out to Coldberg 9. Coldberg 9 has a lot of dope wrestling streams. He's got a lot of us into it, so I want to get more into the wrestling scene, playing some more wrestling games. You're gonna see me on that. It looks better than 2K20. Let's hope it plays better. Another game that I'm looking forward to, another indie at that, Tunic. I love Legend of Zelda. I love foxes. I love cute things. I love adventure. Do you remember Zelda Link's Awakening? Well, this is what Tunic reminds me of, except for you're a cool fox. And you're on this action adventure gaming and you're exploring this big world. The gameplay looks amazing. The soundtrack sounds phenomenal. And I know that I will enjoy this game. Tunic drops March 16th. And for my fighting game fans and my Persona fans, I've been asking for this game to be remade for the longest. And now we're getting it. Persona 4 Arena Ultimax, baby. Let's get it. Get your Persona. Pursue your true heart. You never see it. Well, you're never gonna see it coming because Persona 5 characters aren't in here. But Persona 4 and Persona 3 favorites are in the ring duking it out. I love this fighting game. It's an Arc System game. Rollback netcode is not there immediately, but it will be coming in the summer. And this game will be dope. It'll be fun. I'm ready to get in the ring with the homies and fight it out. Also, a lot of people seem to not talk about this one or forgot about it, but Stranger of Paradise Final Fantasy Origin, like, it's an action RPG made by Team Ninja and Square Enix, and it's coming out for the PC and PS5. And it's telling the story of the Warrior of Lights. And if you're a Final Fantasy fan, you know where that comes from. You know that the original Final Fantasy was about the Warriors of Light. Well, they're redoing it a little bit. The graphics look fire. The game looks like it's gonna be difficult, but I'm ready to play this. And I'm surprised that a lot of people are not talking about this game. But it's coming out March 18th. Get ready for it. Also, I think this is my most slept on game of the year. Rune Factory 5. I know I've been talking about this one all year because people just seem to write it off as list as good games coming out this year. Rune Factory 5 is dropping March 22nd. And if you're a fan of Stardew Valley, if you're a fan of Story Seasons Harvest Moon, this is one of those games that inspired Stardew Valley. If you like going into the mines, well, this game has even better action. If you like waifus, if you like husbands, this game has all of the cuties to get married to, but also the most important thing is that farm you have. You can raise chicken monsters, whatever the hell they are, whatever it is, you're farming though, and it's a different type of feel. I love Rune Factory 5 because it's a little bit more interactive when it comes to talking to the villagers. They got more to say, more lines to say. When things happen, they change up the dialogue, and the graphics in this game looks great. The combat looks great. Rune Factory 5 will be the first Rune Factory game made on a console because the rest of them were for the 3DS and Nintendo DS. So I'm definitely ready to see what happens with this one. And the other big game for me this month, Kirby and the Forgotten Lands. Let me tell you, I've been waiting for Kirby to transition into the open world market, and finally Kirby's chance is here. Kirby has always been a good time, but never ever really just stepped into that 3D open world-ish feel. And from what I've already seen and from the demo, this game is gonna be fun as hell. Definitely cop Kirby and the Forgotten Land coming out March 25th. One game that's on my radar and it's on PC is Have a Nice Death. It's roguelike, so hey, you already know what time it is when you like Hades. The Have a Nice Death looks amazing. The action looks dope, and I'm just ready to get into it, dive into it. Koromon, you know we got a lot of Pokemon clones coming out. The Koromon is going with the retro pixel art feel, and it looks pretty cool. It looks cool. It's an indie RPG strategy game. If you like Pokemon, let's see if we can give Koromon a chance. It comes out March 31st on my birthday. Wink, wink. And my last anticipated game for the month of March is Ghostwire Tokyo. I'm really interested in what this game is going to be. It is, I think it's the last game that Bethesda had a deal with PlayStation. Look, there's some supernatural stuff going on in this. I can't explain this. You gotta watch it. But I think this game is gonna be dope as hell. So here are some other games coming out this month as well. Check them out.
part of the circus. I think I just peed a little. Yeah.
Paid DLC courses will be coming to the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe game. This is the Mario Kart 8 Deluxe Booster Course.
Your party of heroes can't stop me.
Who's ready to rickety roleplay? Spoiler, it's you, baby.
My power will pierce through! This will end it! Yeah! I'm sorry.
those are my games that I recommend for the month, or the games that I think you should check out. Until next time, if you got any suggestions or any games you want me to cover, or if you want me to give any suggestions on any old games to play, let me know. I want to keep making content for y'all, especially when it comes to finding new games that you might not have thought about because of the, being overshadowed by the bigger AAA titles. That's it for me. Y'all have a good one. Please, again, like and subscribe. Not gonna tell you, ring that bell for the alerts. No, I'm not gonna do it. Y'all have a good one. Catch me on Twitch. Y'all have a good one.